sat here, you'd literally sink.
5 years of sleeping on the sofa bed has left Lisa with neck and back pain. But it's the only option. Lisa and Ollie have taken in 2 nephews whose parents could no longer look after them.
You just think, we need to stop these kids going into care to strangers. We need to keep them in the family.
The couple are what is known as kinship carers.
And that's what you do as a kinship carer. You think about your family and your needs. You don't necessarily immediately think about whether you're able to do it, whether you can afford to do it, or what the logistics are.
Isn't that the definition of a crisis?
Both boys have special needs, and Lisa and Ollie have their own son at home too.
It is like we are on top of each other.
All in a small 2-bedroom flat.
Right now, we are sleeping, eating, watching TV, everything in the family area.
Kinship carers get some benefits, but unlike foster carers, they're not entitled to a financial allowance.
It costs £250,000 for one child to be in care. One child. So we have 2 children. So that's £500,000. What would it cost for them to even privately rent us a 3-bedroom house for the same period?
Then we lift this up here.
Lisa and Ollie are among those across the country looking after 141,000 children who are under kinship care. For every 100 raised by a family member rather than the local authority, the state saves £4 million per year. Almost half of all kinship carers are forced to give up their job.
Midwifery is an absolutely fantastic and rewarding career.
Nash used to be a midwife. Then her sister died and Nash took the children in. Her household almost doubled in number overnight. Nash's employer had only maternity and adoption leave policies.
In brackets says this does not apply to special guardianship kinship carers. And that took me aback. It took me aback. It was just like, oh my gosh, what's the difference with me taking on 3 children and compared that to someone who's adopted a child?
The government is reviewing parental leave for kinship carers. Separately, it's promised to trial financial allowance and extra family support for them. Campaigners say without this, kinship families are plunged into poverty.
And that's why we're saying to the government, you need to move forward on the financial allowance pilot. But also, in the parental leave review that's happening at the moment, they need to make sure that kinship carers get the right to statutory paid leave, so that those carers where it makes sense for them and their children, they can go back to work after that experience of stepping in to raise the children.
The government review is due to be published next Christmas. That means another year on the sofa for Lisa and Ollie and out of work for Nash. Sadia Chowdhury, Sky News.